Starts all the streams. Perfect. Now let's go to our pages. You should see it coming up here. There it is. It's starting. Let's go to Facebook. There it is. It's starting. Go live. Haley, you want to join us up on the stage? You got time? Okay. Hey, Grace, you want to join us up here today? Come on. Yeah, let's have some fun. There you go. I know. Cody, do me a favor on this mic. Give me a little bit more on this in the PA, and give me a little bit more high end on this particular microphone. All right. All right. Need me to sign pass? Excellent. All right. If you are just tuning in, you got the Digital Edge live from the IT Academy at Jeff Tech, and we'll be starting the show in just a second. We would appreciate your support by sending this out and sharing our live stream across your social media channels. Okay, Mel, keep that music going, Mr. Malachi. Melody. Let's bring up that Kylan Stinger, and the Digital Edge starts now. Welcome to the Digital Edge, live from the IT Academy studios at Jeff Tech in Reynoldsville, Pennsylvania. Today we are here talking about, well, what we've been talking about for weeks, audio podcasting. And we got my crew here in the morning. Say, hey, guys, let's bring up our audience cam. There we go. There we are. Looking all, what do they say? Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Yes? That's an old saying. Us old folks used to say that back in the day. You know what that means, don't you?
Hopefully nothing.
Well, think of like a squirrel that's all like, exactly, Luke Scott. He's all bright-eyed and wide and awake, and tails all poof and ready to go, right? All right. So today, what are we talking about? Give me that split screen. We're going to continue talking about audio podcasting. The next phase in our unit is to take a look at the analysis of, on today's show, bring it up, Lauren. Nope. No, go back. Okay, so on today's show, excellent. We're getting there. This is learning process, and we're getting our show down. The kids are doing a fabulous job, I must say. On today's show, we're going to continue with our audio podcasting unit, taking a look at student presentations. The student's job up to this point was to review gear, software, hardware, room treatments, whatever they felt that they needed to build their dream podcast studio with a budget of how much? $1,000. $1,000 they can spend on any gear that they want. Grace, grab that microphone. Joining me on the stage today, we have Grace Welpley and Lauren Wingert running the show here today. And in the booth, we have Melody Forrest running vMix, Cody Walker running audio, and DJ Malachi back there on the deck. Hey, you want to bring up DJ? There he is. There's the man making the moves happen now, Mr. Malachi. As I told you, I'm a 90s metalhead. So you got to get with it, son. You got to get me in that mode sometimes, you know? Alternative rock. There we go. No, I like that ambient stuff you're playing too. Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. I like it. I love how the show's coming together. I'm so excited. Check this out. So I'm going to come on over here, and we're going to keep going. Give me that B cam. Grace.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Friday's the big day, Grace. You remember what Friday is?
The day I'm going to have an
Hold that
anxiety.
mic up
The day
there.
I'm going to have an anxiety attack.
No. It is. What are you clapping for? No. Friday is the day that you get to showcase your presentation and research skills to our millions and millions and millions,
You're not helpful.
billions of adoring fans, Grace. It's exciting, isn't it, kids? We're- Absolutely. You know why? Because here's what's going to happen, Grace. You're going to sit up here on the big stage. You're going to give your presentation. You're going to wow people to the point where the job offers are going to come flooding in, falling out of the sky like rain.
I can't work yet.
I don't have.
I'm 15. I can't work yet.
Yes, you can. No, wait a minute. What are the qualities? No, you're right. So what you're going to need to do, you're going to need to get like 55-gallon drums to capture all of those job offers. You guys want to pull out, please?
I'll throw it over Niagara Falls.
There you go. Capture all those job offers and reserve them
In Niagara
for
Falls.
when you qualify for actual
At
paycheck.
least they'll be safe there.
Yes. Okay, our microphone. Cody, give me a little more gain on Grace's microphone, please.
I'm not eating.
All right. So today, what we're going to do, the students have been. You can mix this up, please, if you would, please. Go to the front screen to the secondary cam, please. Keep the show flowing visually. So give me a front cam. There we go. See, we got that happening too. So, ooh,
Good job.
yeah. Let me hear that again. Let me hear that music. Turn that up.
That's the one for my folder?
That's not quite where I was going, but it's closer. I kind of like it. It's okay. It's okay. We're getting there. All right. Sometimes I get stuck in the Wayback Machine. The kids find this apparently funny, so yes, they do. All right, so let's get back on track. Sometimes I also get derailed and microphone.
Sometimes.
Oftentimes. All right, let's get back on track here. Give me that split screen. We're going to talk about what we're going to do today. Student presentation. So the students for weeks have been studying the science and the art of audio production. Live audio production, studio production, recording, field production. Specifically now, they are applying their skills to building their dream audio podcast studio. They have been given a budget of $1,000. Their charge was to go out on the internet, to do research, to find the equipment, the gear, the room treatments, the software, everything they need to build their studio. They need to identify their equipment, all of the particulars, show us presentation skills and research skills that prove that they have done their due diligence and that they can make a valid judgment based on industry-level research. So what we're going to do today, everybody has turned in their presentations in their Dropbox and their written reports. I'm going to be assessing those and seeing if they met their skills. Malachi, if you would, you want to go ahead and pull that music down for us here in the room. Bring it down. And just go ahead and kill it in vMix, please. As we're getting going in our content, the music ends up getting a distraction. So we want to use these music beds as intros into the various segments, okay? So what we're going to do today is we have 3 students identified with some pretty decent presentations. The first segment, we're going to bring them on up here. They're going to sit on the stage, and they're going to give us a very brief overview of their project. Then on Friday, Grace is going to actually, as an upperclassman who did the podcasting unit in previous years, she's going to sit up here and she's going to fulfill her next task, which is to take the presentation that she built and deliver it live on the air in video format. So that's when the job offers are going to come flooding out of the sky for you.
It's live.
It's, yes. Mic drop.
The day I won't be here will be Friday, everybody.
Oh, we'll give your presentation for you.
Wait, you know what? You have fun. I wrote it perfectly for you to do it for
and
me.
I'm sure it's absolutely stellar. So next up on the next segment of this show is going to be feedback and tips and critique. What we're going to do is we're going to throw this out to the group, and we're going to give a preliminary review of the 3 student presentations, and then I'm going to give a few design tips and ways that the students can make these presentations a little better and get some feedback from our students here live in the studio. Next segment on today's show is social media marketing team update. What are we doing? We are looking at building a social media marketing team. This is where the students are going to be managing all of our social media channels, increasing engagement online, increasing hits on our YouTube channel and subscription bases, managing our website more efficiently and effectively, search engine optimization, all that fun stuff. We're building a team for the benefit of us here in Digital Media Arts for our website and our social media channels, as well as that of our wonderful school, Jeff Tech. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to introduce a new concept that I've decided to implement this year, live, on the air, job interviews for these positions within our studio. And we have our first willing candidates here with us. Give me that audience cam. Say hey, kids. There. Say hey. There's the willing candidates that are going to be up. Not you, Luke. Well, wait a minute. Now, should I be so quick to crush your dreams and to say not you? Perhaps it is you, because the young man showed initiative.
I wouldn't even say they're willing. I'm forcing Alina to do it.
That's true. Luke says all he knows is there was a camera pointed at him. What a ham. That's great. So you know what? Maybe Luke is going to be right for what? Pull up the next segment. We're going to talk about our video team progress. As we are building the team that is generating all of this awesome content for the show, we need hosts. We need on-air personalities. We need producers. We need vMix operators. We need audio technicians. And perhaps Luke, you lit up when the camera was pointed at you. Maybe you got what it takes to be a host on the show. So perhaps we'll try you out next round. Excellent. And of course, we always want to encourage our students to show that initiative, because that's really what it's about. I tell my kids all the time, this industry, I've been doing this for 30 years, believe it or not, and I have found this industry runs on, and success is predicated by your people's skills. It is not about how good of a producer you are, how much talent that you have. It's not about your technical ability. It's not about your artistic ability. Ultimately, all of those things factor in. All of those things play in. But ultimately, this is a people business, not a technology business. Your job as a digital media producer is to take what's in your head, what is in your heart, and get it out there in a tangible form in one way or another, utilizing all of those skills and being able to communicate that to your client and your audience. That is what makes you successful. Of course, you got to be relatively likable too, because you need to be able to work with people. So it's about articulating your ideas, making those ideas real, selling other people on those ideas, and transferring that excitement out to them so that they support you and will hire you and continue to hire you and make references for you. So this is why I've decided this year to take our show, our class, live. It's exciting, and I appreciate you all joining us in this journey. And, let's go ahead, get the show going. Malachi, give me some music. Let's bring up our first review. Trey, you went around the room, and you guys, actually, Grace, go ahead, since you got the mic. Trey, if you want to join us on stage, you're welcome. You're on the video team. Turn on your mic, Grace. We're not hearing you. Hey, guys, Grace's mic isn't working. What's going on? We got nothing. Cody, give me that. Batteries are on. We got nothing. What's going on? Check 1, 2. Check the channels. Maybe the channels got switched. It should hit the wrong button inadvertently. Okay, so we're going to have to share a microphone, apparently. He'll get that going for us. Audio whiz, Cody Walker. Put your hands together. That's it. Help a brother out. Show him a little bit of digital love. That's awesome. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I asked the kids to go around the room. Before I screen these PowerPoints and issue the grade, I asked them to go around the room and take a look at some of the best. We identified 3 students. We want to have them come up on the stage real quick. Just give us a quick 2-3 minute overview, and then we're going to give them some design tips and critiques. So, Grace or Trey, you want the microphone and tell us who's coming on up.
Well, I know I identified Ethan Brotherton.
Ethan to the stage! Put your hands together for Ethan Brotherton. Awesome. Wildly talented illustrator, too. We're very much looking forward. Ethan's the new student here, and we're very much looking forward to seeing illustrations demonstrated alive on subsequent shows as well. So it's my understanding that you did a nice job. Team says that you did a good job researching your podcasting. So if you would, you want to bring the microphone up to your mouth. There you go. And welcome to the show. Welcome to our class. And let's bring up the split screen and take a look at Ethan's PowerPoint. As Lauren pulls that up, we got our... Where is Ethan's PowerPoint? No. We got some game show music that we can play there as we're waiting. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I'll take a moment here as Lauren's pulling up the PowerPoint just to remind some people of some upcoming things coming up. Well, Jeff Tech, we are at the wonderful school that we know of as Jeff Tech, Jefferson County Du Bois AVTS, and this is Career and Technical Education Month, where we celebrate nationally the wonder of American innovation that we call career and technical education. So we are celebrating with our annual career fair coming up in the next few weeks toward the end of the month. I can't remember the date. Anybody have that on us? We'll do another show about that with the Jeff Tech Jumpstart promoting it. But point is, keep an eye on this. We're going to be having dozens and dozens of our supporters and employers and industry partners coming into the school doing our annual career fair, and we're going to be broadcasting live using our new vMix mobile system. Very excited about that, so stay tuned for that. Looks like Lauren's got the PowerPoint up. And Ethan, just very quickly, we don't need to spend a lot of time on this because you guys are going to be more detail. I just want to very briefly go through what you found. Students were to design their own home podcasting studio with a budget of $1,000. Go ahead and walk us through real quick.
So I have the title slide and then I have the information slides with the name of the product, the most important reasons of why I would have chosen it, and if you click the product image, it takes you to the website where you can purchase it, which might be a little slow, or not.
Excellent. Look at that. Good job. Go back to the PowerPoint. Now, as an example here, this is what we want to illustrate. What was your task? Your design objective was what? To provide the presentation, an analysis of the gear and the software and the hardware that's available to you, make a valid judgment based upon a given budget as to the best purchase for the money that you have available to build your podcasting studio the way that you see fit. You needed to provide what? The product name, the product description, a link to the shopping cart where you found it, the price point at which you found it, and then what we call a rationale, a reason why you chose it. Now, I would suggest, I'm going to throw this out to the group. Do we believe that Ethan met that design objective? Yes? Let's see a show of hands. Absolutely. not only met it, nailed it. Great job. Now, what am I looking at there? Digital mixer, good start, nice product, Yamaha, good stuff. $209, great PowerPoint. Excellent in terms of the analysis as to how it would be chosen to be used in the studio, and it's compatible with the selected microphone. Excellent. Let's go. And check it out. Comes bundled with what? Nope. What's it come bundled with?
A digital audio. I don't remember what it stands for, but like audio
workstation, the DAW, right? All together. The software that is necessary to build a digital audio workstation comes with the hardware. So for only $200, you're getting the professional level software that you need as well as the hardware that you need. Excellent choice. Let's keep going here. What else you got? Tell us what you got there.
It's the microphone I chose, and I wanted to buy 2 microphones because I thought if I was going to do a podcast, I would want to have a co-host. So I chose a relatively cheap but good microphone.
Excellent. Good choice. And what you're doing here, let's go back to the full screen. What you're doing here is you are choosing a microphone at a decent price point, which I'm assuming you read the reviews and you made a good decision in terms of product reviews. But this is a dual-purpose mic. This is a microphone that also connects through a standard mixer using an XLR connection, as well as it's being available to be used as a USB, so you can plug right into a computer. Therefore, if you had a laptop, you can make a mobile rig and you want to go out and do podcasting from the road, you have a nice quality microphone that you're familiar with that you can use via USB as well. Excellent choice. Let's keep going. What else you got?
This is something you just put onto the microphone to get rid of unwanted noise.
Excellent. Pop filter. Good choice. Keep going.
And this was the side explaining that I would buy 2.
Excellent. Good reason for it. And we'll go through more detail. I want to move through these very quickly. Now that you guys know what I'm looking for, let's just breeze through these. Okay, computer, what do you got?
I chose this because I thought it had a good price, and it seemed good for what I wanted.
Okay, and the price point is?
The prices said they started around $500.
Okay. Now, we got to make sure that we have, your final presentation should have the product linked to the shopping cart. Let's keep going. Oh, you chose some acoustic treatments for your room. Excellent. And what do the acoustic foam treatments do?
They make it so the room doesn't echo.
Excellent. They deaden the sound. Good point. Okay, let's keep going. And monitoring. Very important.
I chose these because they said they were very professional quality, and I read an article that recommended them.
Excellent. Good choice. And what else we got? Did you stay within your budget? Excellent summary. Remember. Now, Mel, remember, go back and forth. Split screen to the full screen. When we're talking, what did we talk about when we talk about presenting? What do? You're going to, and Grace, you're going to remember this from last year, what you're going to do. You're going to tell them what you're going to tell them, then you're going to tell them, then you're going to tell them what you told them. We're going to summarize all of this by saying, what was my job? To provide the equipment within the budget. Did Ethan meet the budget? Let's take a look. See what you got. Give me some music there, DJ Malachi.
What I spent came to about $952, which was within the budget of $1,000.
Excellent. This is happily within my budget. Included the mixer, the microphone, the windscreen filter, laptop, actually 2 microphones, soundproofing for the room, and high quality headphones. I would say excellent, excellent, excellent job. Now, one quick design critique. Let me throw this out to the group and see what they think. Bring that up full screen. Content-wise, nailed it. Design-wise, in terms of typography and the visuals appropriate to the content, nailed it. I have one concern, and what do you guys think it is? Take a look at what we're looking at there. My suggestion? Little busy. The imagery is appropriate, but these background images, opaque as they are, and the background as it is, makes the smaller text a little bit more difficult to read. Okay? So, one of the suggestions as you guys are going through making these PowerPoints is you got to make sure that you're editing to scale. So when you think about your end audience, right? When we're going to cover this more whenever we go through, well, you know what? I'll save this. Let's finish with the presentations. I'll come back and then give this as a tip and a trick in the next segment. Ethan, awesome job. Put your hands together for Ethan.
Thank you.
Great job. I would say nailed it. Excellent. And Grace, who do we have up next? It's on.
I'd like to introduce Alina Poole.
Alina Poole, come on up here.
Yeah, come on up here, Alina.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Cody, give me a little more gain on these mics, on Alina's mic. Okay? And let's pull up Alina's presentation. Alina, we're not going to get into as much detail. I only demonstrated this and got my input in on this simply because of I want the audience to understand what it was we're looking for. Yeah. But so let's just move through this more quickly, okay? Hit it.
So the first thing I really needed was a mixer, and I chose it because it has an easy-to-use dynamic control center.
Okay, you want to take the microphone and point it like this at your mouth. There you go.
All right.
Good price point, too.
Yeah. It's only $154.99.
Okay, so we have, then that would also act as our digital audio interface between the microphone and the computer. Good choice. Yamaha makes good stuff. Next slide up. Monitoring. Ooh, you spent a bunch of money on monitoring. Why did you choose such good quality headphones?
Because it's has a really good sound quality, and I don't like having wires all over, so I chose a wireless type.
Excellent. And in order to get good quality wireless, Bluetooth has come a long way, but lower end Bluetooth, we know what that sounds like. A lot of static, a lot of noise in there, right? High quality Bose product, going to absolutely blow you away. Good choice. Keep going. Ooh, a Rode microphone. Awesome gear.
This would be the best for my podcast home studio because I'm going to do a solo podcast.
Okay. Very good.
And it has really good high quality, and it has a convenient USB connectivity and a pop shield.
Excellent. Good job. Keep going.
I chose a Acer touchscreen Chromebook. It has 4G memory and 32 GB eMMC flash memory.
Okay. That's RAM, 32 gig, and 4 gigabytes. No. 32 gig flash memory for permanent storage and 4 gig of RAM, certainly efficient enough to be able to produce audio. Nice work.
And then I obviously had to get a chair because I'm not going to be sitting on the floor.
Gotta have a nice chair. Ooh, leather too.
Yeah.
And a gaming chair. What does that mean?
That means whenever I'm done podcasting, I'll just switch to gaming.
Now, what does this have to do with, one might ask, well, what does this have to do with digital media, right?
Yeah.
Did we not at the very beginning of the year? The first thing that we did was our safety unit, right? Mm-hmm. Within our safety unit, we studied what? Starts with an E. Do you remember? Ergonomics. Exactly. Who said that? They get the gold star. Keaton. Excellent. Proper ergonomics. We sit at the computer a lot. What do we need? We need to make sure that our posture is appropriate and that our furniture and our gear accommodates proper ergonomics so that when we're old video and audio producers, we're not all hunched over and crippled because we've been sitting wrong for all those years. So I would say that's actually a really good suggestion, Lauren. And that's a cool looking chair. Oh, I called you Lauren. I'm sorry. I'm looking at Lauren running the slideshow. Alina, my apologies. Yeah. Okay, and we got $38.02 for
to cozy up my home studio to make it look better to my eye.
Okay. Well, while it's not directly digital gear, and I would caution you for that because that's what you were supposed to be doing here, I would suggest that aesthetics are important. However, I might say as the instructor, I like the idea. I do. Maybe if she was doing her podcast in a video format. but it's not necessary for an audio podcast, which is what you've identified that your goal was. So $32, $38 could have been spent on some additional maybe sound treatment. More important than a fake plant. Yes? So that would be my only suggestion. As far as the overall presentation, nicely done. Nailed your objectives. Looks good. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and continue. Who was the next one up? Oh, Grace? Do you have, you have to get going for, okay, here's what we're going to do. The bell just did ring for enrichment. So what I want you guys to do, Sandy, if you would, catch everybody out there. Tell the kids coming in for enrichment to come on into the studio, please. Okay? And on our control booth as well, please make sure that you go ahead and get the kids coming in for our enrichment period into the studio, please. Okay? I want everybody in here. Grace, if you need to go, we'll go ahead and continue this on Friday. All right? I know you need to get to your next period class. So you go ahead and take care of that. Trey's with me for now. Grace Welpley, thank you so much for joining us. Good job today. And Grace is going to be joining us. Actually, let's go to the last slide, if you would, Lauren. And Grace is going to be joining us on Friday as our presenter. And bring that up full screen, if you would. She's going to do the upper level class participants, my students, that have done the podcasting unit before. They're going to show not only their research and their technical prowess, but their professional presentation skills by joining us on the stage. And on Friday, she is going to be up on the stage giving her presentation and walking through in great detail justifying her purchases. So we'll look forward to that on the show on Friday.
It's going to be epic.
Epic. It is going to be epic, Trey. All right. Hey, guys in the booth, let's make sure we get our enrichment kids in here, please. Get them on in here. All right, let's go ahead and continue on with the show. I want to pull up, if we would, our next slide, Lauren. And we're going to go back to video team progress. Let's see. Oh, feedback and feedback. Here, one of the things that I want to say, I just want to go ahead and pull up PowerPoint, if you would, and I'm going to illustrate this for you right here. Tips and feedback and critique. Okay, first off, overall, great job. Couple things that I noticed. Actually, pull up PowerPoint. Get out of the presentation. There it is. What I want to show, something that I discovered quite some time ago. I want to take a look and I want to illustrate something to you all. And I call this editing the scale. I want you to take a look at our live broadcast here. Now, Cody, if you would, do me a favor. Pull up the main camera here, zoom in on Lauren, and give me an NDI source from her PowerPoint here in the background over her shoulder, okay? Would you do that for me? Okay, well, you know what I'm talking about, right? While you're doing that, go ahead and give me the front scene here. So we're talking while you're preparing it. Put me on camera. There you go. Now, what I want to do is I want to illustrate something. This is a design technique that I learned a while ago, and I came to understand the importance of editing to the final product, editing to scale. While we're sitting here in the presentation room, okay, guys, I've asked multiple times to get the kids in for enrichment into the studio. Please let them know this and bring them in, okay? Thank you. The editing scale for your end product. What is the end product? Well, we are making what? A online television show. Yes? What are most people, you guys don't worry about walking in front of the camera. It's cool. We're a living media lab. It's a living studio. Come on in. Join the show. What are we doing here? We're editing online video, creating online video. Now, on a computer, up full screen, on a big screen TV, these slides are very easily viewable. Yes, we would agree. They look pretty decent with some design considerations. But overall, Jaden, if you want to jump up on the stage and join us, please do. Yeah, Jaden! Welcome to the show, brother. All right, Jaden is in my PM crew, and some of the kids are coming in. Richie, oh, I like your shirt. What's that say? Please don't make me do... Wait a minute. Let's get a shot of this. Wait a minute. What kind of... Stand up so we can see that.
big.
Please don't make me do stuff. It is Snoopy.
What kind of stuff is it?
Is that what you're asking of me today, Richie? No?
I think that was.
You have to say that again?
I have to do work either way.
You got it. He knows me well. Excellent. But I won't make you do stuff, but I will make you do work.
This isn't
Okay?
Build-A-Bear.
Exactly. All right, so let's get back to the focus here. And those that have been with me for a while, you guys know we've covered this, and we will cover this in more detail in our fourth quarter when we do our comprehensive career research unit, and we talk about we actually do a lesson on presentation skills, creating proper visuals as well as giving an effective presentation. We'll get into that fourth quarter, but I just want, as you're polishing up your presentations, and for upperclassmen, Paul, Alina, you guys that have done this before, you know you got to give a video presentation. This is a little bit of a reinforcement for that. So remember some of the basic tenets of design that work for us. If you're creating a PowerPoint, right, we're going to edit for the end user. So I'm going to illustrate this. Let's take a look. There we go. I'm going to show the show on my phone. Okay? Here it is. How are most people viewing online content these days? On their mobile devices, right? So if I pull up our show here, now what I want you to do, I want you to go ahead and give me that front screen camera. We're going to illustrate something to you. There you go. Now, I want you to zoom in on Lauren here, who's sitting at our announcer desk. Now, give me a picture-in-picture of the NDI source that is on her desk and just drop it over her shoulder. Just go into multi-view and drop it in there as a source, like you would see in the news. There you go. Shrink it down, Mel. Nice. Now bring it over and bring it down a little more. And just drop it in an appropriate place there behind her. There you go. That's what we would see as a regular traditional newscast. Now, I'm looking at this here in my little mobile device. If I'm watching this, looks pretty decent, even full screen, right? What I want Lauren to do is now bring the PowerPoint up full screen so that we're actually seeing the slides. Now, here's the litmus test. What you need to do when you're creating and using PowerPoint or you're utilizing Photoshop or whatever. Okay, watch your Zoom, guys. Pay attention to your output, please. There you go. When you are creating your content, you need to think about the end user. Who's primarily going to be viewing your content, okay? If it looks good on the little tiny screen with the vast majority of people are going to be viewing it on, you know it's going to look good on the big 65-inch plasma display behind Trey there, right? Common sense. So what are we looking for? Not just aesthetics. We're also looking for readability. Can you actually read the text? You studied typography. You know what fonts you need to use to effectively communicate your idea. You know about layout. You know about design. If you can't read it, it's kind of pointless. So you want to make sure that you can actually read the content that's on there. So we're taking a look at a slide like this, for instance. Give me that beat cam. She did a good job here, right? Laid this out. The text is readable. You can see it. Appropriate font, right? Sans serif or serif, kids? Grab that microphone. Jaden? Sans serif or serif? Sans serif fonts are appropriate for electronic media, yes or no?
Yes.
Excellent. And preferred for electronic media, yes or no?
Yeah.
Excellent. There we go. Now, graphics appropriate to the content. Did she nail it?
Yeah.
More or less, yeah. Now, what are we looking at here with all this space? How would we qualify that as a design technique? Say it. White space. Paul gets the gold star. Now, on that slide, of course, the background happens to be white, but Trey, is white space as a design technique actually referring to the color white?
Nope.
What does it mean?
Just the blank space where there's nothing at all.
Exactly. And that achieves what as a goal? It brings the eye to the focus of attention. Yes? There you go. All right? I would say nice slide design. Let's go to the next one. Now, what I want you to do, take a look at this. Same thing. Nailed it. Keep going. Okay, good job. Nailed it, right? Keep going. Good job. Nailed it. Right now, we may argue and we might say, well, by taking a look at that graphic in the lower right-hand corner, you can't read that text. But is it necessary to read that text? No, because the context of the graphic was just to show PowerPoint, right? So that's effective. That works. Excellent. Now, what I want to illustrate to you, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to the next segment. I want to illustrate some issues by taking a look at this. Bring up the front cam again with the PowerPoint in the picture-in-picture behind her. Zoom in on Lauren and give me that PowerPoint again. Right? Slide through those real quick, Lauren. Right? Those of you watching on the social media, let's ask Lauren, our producer here today, who put together this slideshow. She's going through. Can you see that? I want to see this in our comments. Can you see that in our... Put it in your comments. Can you read? And is it readable? Is it aesthetically appealing as she's going through those slides? Keep going, Lauren. Boom, 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 boom. Nailed it, nailed it, nailed it. Aesthetically appealing, readable, clean. You can actually see what it is. And check it out on my little mobile device. Give me that B cam. There it is. Keep going. Scroll through them. So I'm looking at that, and we're getting a loop there. Trippy. I'm looking at that. That was kind of cool. That's how, hey, oh, you know what? We'll save that for the next unit, how you can transport yourself into an alternate dimension by holding your cell phone up to a digital camera at 60 frames per second and get into an infinite loop that instantly transports you into another parallel dimension.
Trust me, it happened before.
It happens all the time in my class. Yeah. Paul says, unfortunately, we only know how to get there and not get back, though. So we're working on those skills. We'll have to add that task to our POS next year, right? All right, excellent. So you see where we're going with this. Now, what I want you to do, Lauren, I want you to pull up, let's see, who was the other presentation? Let's pull up Alina's, and let's analyze this real quick. Okay? And I like, Mel, good idea what you're doing there. You're zooming in and out, keeping people on there, keeping the flow of the show. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at, and we're going to test Alina's to see how it looks at home. And for our mobile viewers, pull up the slideshow, and let's take a look. And I would love to see comments from people on our show as to whether or not this is effective. Pull up the power. No, I want you to pull up the shoulder behind the over the shoulder graphics, the split screen. There you go with Lauren, and put the graphic up there, and we're going to test this. So looking at this online, wait a minute. What do you notice about the text? It's a little it's getting a little difficult to read, right? Now I'm looking at this on a 65-inch plasma display over here in the studio. Guys, pay attention where I'm at. Show me the plasma display. Give me the B cam. Okay? On the plasma display behind Trey, looks pretty decent. Kids in the studio, can you read it? Yes, you can. Let's take a look at the Vizio display behind you. Give me the audience cam. Point it over there. Okay? There we are. Now, I want you to give me the front cam. Oh, you're not going to be able to see that with the audience cam. Yeah, you can't see that both. Go back to the audience cam. This is what I'm looking at. Go ahead and pull up the audience cam again. Yeah, the delay isn't going to work. But the kids saw it here. Were you able to see that on this 42-inch Vizio display, kids? Yes or no? Okay, bring it back. Do it again. Good thinking, Mel. So we can see what we're seeing. Oh, I got to get it out of the way. Go ahead. Okay, bring up the full screen of Lauren scene. There you go. Can you read that now on the 42-inch Vizio display? A little bit. It's a little more challenging, isn't it? You had to work at it, but you could see it even from 6 feet away. Now, here's the big question. On your small mobile device, can you see it clearly? Not really well. I can, but I might have to take my glasses off and really zoom in on there. Can you see that very clearly?
Not really.
You have to work at it at that point, don't you, kids? Now, what I want you to do, scroll down through and go from slide to slide to slide, and let's see. Okay? It's nice and clean. Used white space. Headlines, appropriate font. Graphics are appropriate, but it's a little difficult to read. Now, how do we remedy that? I'm going to show you a little technique that I discovered a while ago when we're making graphic presentations in PowerPoint. Editing to the end audience. Go ahead and leave that up, actually, Lauren. I like that. And just actually exit out of the presentation and leave PowerPoint up. And what we're going to do is we're just going to show, give me a full screen of that NDI source, Mel. What we're going to do is we're just going to use our little zoom button down on PowerPoint. Okay? See down there in the lower right-hand corner? Zoom in and out a little bit. Grab the slider and move it around. Bring it down. There you go. All right? Now, what Lauren is doing is changing the size of her canvas. That's what she sees as she's editing it. It's not the size of the PowerPoint. It's just her view of the canvas, right? So what are we going to do? If we know that most people, coming back to the camera, BCam, give me a split screen. I'm sorry, front scene, zoom out. And give me a split screen. If we know most people are viewing on a device like this, right? So why don't we approximate this? And we know the presentation is going to be a news-style presentation with an over-the-shoulder graphic. What do? We approximate the size of the necessary graphic by editing to that size of canvas. Doesn't it just make logical sense, right? So let's take a look at this. Go back to Lauren here. What are we going to do? Looking at her screen. Give me that front cam again. Zoomed in on her. With the graphic behind her. Okay, you're looking at my phone, yeah? And you're seeing yourself on there. Now what I want you to do is take a look at you with the over-the-shoulder graphic behind you and get an estimation on your screen of how big your PowerPoint, not how big is your PowerPoint on the YouTube video. It's pretty that's my point. You can't see it very well, right? So what are you going to do? Adjust your PowerPoint canvas here. Go ahead and give me that NDI source big. Adjust your PowerPoint canvas to about the size of what it's going to look like on YouTube. Edit to the end product. That's big. You're getting bigger. You need to make it smaller. There you go. That's about right. Now it looks tiny, doesn't it? If you edit to the end product and you can see it clearly here, you will be able to see it clearly on a mobile device as well. Stands to logic on a 65-inch plasma display. Obviously, you're going to see it better, right? So zoom in on that so we can see it better. What can she do to make that text a little bit more readable, even at that small level? Couple things. First off, and believe me, I understand. Okay, split screen this. Keep the show moving. I understand the irony of what I am about to say to you, and you guys are going to laugh at me, some of you, if you're on it. Brevity. You didn't get that. Has to do with making things short and to the point. And me, of all people, to lecture you on that. Get it? Now they're going, that's funny, E. That's hilarious, isn't it, Paul?
Ha, 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 ha.
Exactly. So, who am I to one to talk about getting to the point, right? I go on and on and on and on and on. All right, so here's what I want you to think about. Get right to the point. Remember, as you are making a presentation, your PowerPoint is not the presentation. What is the presentation? You are the presentation. It is your body language. It is your dynamic. It is how you're speaking. It is what is coming out of your pie hole. It's what you're talking about. It's the oral aspect of your presentation that you're saying. Your visuals are there to support what you're talking about, what you are saying, and to bring the viewer's attention back to key salient points that you want them to take with them. They're called take-home points for a reason. Your slide should reflect that. Now, take a look. So let's just get right to the point. Let's look at that slide. We know we need it smaller to be able to be viewed better and more cleanly. What can we do there? Let's go to... what can we do? Let's go ahead. Trey, grab that mic. Let's make a suggestion here. When we think about brevity, getting right to the point, look at that and tell me, do you think we need all those words on that slide?
Nah, not all of them.
No. Why? Because she could say that. She could say, I have $38.02 left over, so that means I could fancy my room in the studio to make it look super cozy. What is the point she's trying to make? When we talk about something looking good in design, whether it's set design or a house design or a product design or a flyer design, we talk about it looking good, starts with an A. What's the word?
Aesthetics.
Aesthetics. Excellent. Now, how can she get to the point of that she's talking about aesthetics, that aesthetics are important, and that aesthetics are important enough that I'm going to spend $38.02 on it? How can she alter that slide to get to that point so we can see it better? What could she do?
Well, first off, she could just put the I have $38.02 and then just say the rest of that
Exactly.
in the presentation.
Or does she even need to say that at all? How about we do this? Lauren, wipe all that out and just type the word. Type these words. Wipe it all out. Type these words. Studio aesthetics. Studio. ASTHETICS. Okay? Choose a nice font. Make it nice and big. Nice and big. Big, big, big. Big, big. Readable. Boom. Rule of contrast. Lights on darks, darks on lights. Readable. Looking good. Make that even a little bit bigger. Good font choice. Something heavy. Okay? That's good. Ooh. Go back. I like that one. Go up. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, and keep going. I saw one that stuck out at me. Ooh, those are kind of cool. Good. On the ball team, let us know that. Thank you so much. Excellent. Now, studio aesthetics, bring that up. Excellent. Now, let's bring that slide down a little bit. Now she has a little bit more room, right? Excellent. Can you read that now? Give me that picture in picture and bring that up full screen, Lauren. Present that and give me that picture in picture now. And bring up that particular slide. Excellent. Much more readable. Yes? Excellent. You get my point. She even has more room in there where she could put a plus sign with the $38.02. Yes, showing this is additional money because I saved money elsewhere, and I'm going to choose to spend that additional $38.02 on studio aesthetics. What is the point? What are the visuals that are associated with it to reinforce that point? Zoom out, please. And is it readable on all output formats and devices? We getting that? So these are some design tips for you today to take home, stick in your pocket, and think about over these next few days as you are wrapping up your presentations. Got it? Excellent. Nice work today, kids. All right, we got to wrap up the show. Let's go ahead and go to our next segment, if you would. Lauren, bring it up. Let's bring up our show overview. You guys are in here for what, like 3 more minutes? Yes? What time are you out of here? 28. Okay, we got a few more minutes. Okay, so what we're going to do, let's zoom back out, guys. And give me a split screen on that. And you can get rid of that over the shoulder graphic. There we go. Lauren, what I want you to do, we're going to remind everybody what we're doing and trying to build our studio teams here. Let's pull up, if you would, Lauren, go to Microsoft Word and pull up the job descriptions of, there you go, job descriptions of the studio social media marketing team. Okay, so what are we looking for? That I don't think that's right. This is not correct. That's not the right one, guys. You guys were supposed to have pulled up the job descriptions for the social media marketing team. That's not it. Give me the document in there, please. All right, let's go and talk about the video team producers. Okay, and that's not the right document either, guys. We were supposed to have the document with the overview of all of the different job descriptions for the studio. This is not the appropriate content. Okay, let's go to shared DMA projects. There it is, social media marketing. Excellent. Lauren's on the ball. She thought about it. Problem solved. Live on the air. Put your hands together for Lauren Wingard. Good job. All right, kid. Here's what we are looking for. And actually, part of what we're looking for in these job descriptions are these types of skills. Thinking on your feet, analyzing what needs to be done, jumping in, making it happen. So as we are developing our studio protocols and systems here, this is what we're looking for. A general manager that's going to act as the manager or the go-between between the producers of the shows and the podcasting producers and get to the respective media account managers generating assignments, ensuring quality control, deadlines are successfully met and consistently met. The system or this position requires experience, discipline, and strong organizational and leadership skills. Now, we also have a content producer. I'm not going to take time and go over all of these with you today. We talked about this in the previous show. Reason why I'm bringing it up is we are at a point now where we are going to assign 2 students to one of these or both of these social media channel managers managing all of our social media channels and our website manager. We have 2 students, Alina Pohl, split screen please, 2 students, Alina Pohl and Sandy Matz, who have agreed to an online live job interview Friday, right here on the Digital Edge. They are going to be interviewed by our previous team, our video production team, and our the current video production team, the past video production team, who is then moving on to developing this social media marketing team. That's new. We're implementing it now. The kids are going to develop their policies, their procedures, and our studio manuals so that subsequent students know what to do in each of the job positions, when to do it, and how to do it. Friday on the show, we have 2 live interviews right here on the Digital Edge where the students are going to demonstrate their skills and apply for one of these positions. That's exciting. Going to be good stuff. So let's take a look at the video position. We also have 1 video that is going to be coming up, and we did live interviews in the afternoon for this. So let's go back to our video overviews, Digital Edge TV, and we're going to go up to 2018-19 season, and we're going to go down to production manuals, and we're going to open up, where is it? Producer content, reporter host, studio job descriptions, I believe it is. There it is. here is what we're looking for with this. Give me a split screen. What we are looking for here is producer, director, content editor. This is the person that is basically running vMix and running the output that you're seeing there, managing all of the content that we need for the show and making sure that it's put together professionally and timely and is getting out the door. The reporter and the host online or on-air talent and reporters are going to be responsible for generating the news content and the entertainment content. The video technicians and technical directors, like we saw Cody Walker, we had that bad mic. He took care of it. Came in here, took care of it. He's going to be monitoring and making sure that all of our networked sources are working correctly and are up to par, working with our vMix operator and the producer and the director of the show to make sure basically quality control. The show is set up ahead of time, beforehand. Everything is tested and working. During the show, monitoring it. And then at the end of the show, making sure that all of the equipment is put away appropriately, safety is attended to, and, of course, batteries are fully charged. Audio technician doing the same thing, managing our Behringer digital audio suite and all of our microphones. Okay? So that position, what we've done is we've went ahead and Trey is going to be serving as our intern for this round of transition as we bring Lauren and Haley McCombs in to start managing the full video team. These three kids are going to take that. Jaden in the morning, as well as Cody Walker and Mel Forrest, then are going to be moving into the social media marketing team along with our new 2 recruits. So, actually, Jaden's in the afternoon. And Jaden is going to be joining Graham Guthrie in the afternoon doing that as well. So we have I should preface or should explain this. We actually have morning crew here, and then we have a PM crew. So we have 2 different groups of kids. What you're looking at right now during enrichment period, this is the rollover where we have some kids from morning and some kids from the afternoon. So I got a little bit confused. So anyway, that's what's going to be happening. And Friday on the show, we're going to be showing, Cody, we're not going to have time to do this today. We'll do this on Friday. We're going to be showcasing what the kids have done in their analysis of setting up and managing this very complex studio that we have here. We're going to be setting up and showing you what they're developing in terms of production manuals. It's quite impressive to see how these kids have analyzed, done their own self-reflection, and created a professional level manual for the benefit of other students along with visual aids. And then we're going to turn that into a lesson next time around on the Digital Edge. Live job interviews for these positions coming up. And, of course, Grace Welpley giving her, Malachi, hit me up with some music and let's take us out of the show. Grace Welpley going to go ahead and give us our first live presentation for our Dream Podcasting Studio right here on the Digital Edge. You're watching us live from the DMA Studio, Digital Media Arts Studio at Jeff Tech in Reynoldsville, Pennsylvania. My name is Sam Otero. Mr. E, they call me, and I am out with my crew, Trey, Jaden, and Lauren in the booth, Cody, and Mel. Thank you so much. And DJ Malachi spinning the tunes for us today. Peace to y'all. We'll see you Friday.